Surrender yourself completely in this child pose, letting the hips melt, the head rest, and the breath flow deeply and freely all through your body. This is a wonderful restorative pose in which we can feel tensions melting away with each mindful breath. Now from child pose, let's ease into upward facing dog. Slowly lift the upper body and bring your shoulders directly above your hands. Lengthen the legs behind you so that the tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Become aware of your lower back and level of intensity that is comfortable as you arc your lower back downward. Remember, if up dog is not comfortable for you, you may also substitute either cobra or sphinx pose at this time. Always honor and accept what your body is telling you. Breathe into your pose. Check in with your shoulders, making sure they're not being held or lifted. Feel the strength in your arms as you maintain the elbow creases inward and press your weight firmly and evenly into the mat. Regardless of which pose you are doing, all of these things will apply. Breathe into the front of the body and along the spine. Use your breath to help maintain openness at your lower back and be mindful of that area to keep it from overextended. Continue to breathe rhythmically. With the next breath in, slowly lift the hips upward, and as you breathe out, ease them back onto your heels to settle back into child pose. Once again, allow yourself to breathe deeply here in child pose. You may even gently rock the hips side to side to assist in releasing any lower back tension. With your next inhalation, lift the body back up into table pose, appropriately lining the hands, elbows, and knees once again. From table, let's now move into pigeon pose. Bring the left knee forward to the left wrist while sliding the right leg straight back. As you position the legs, be sure to lower the hips to a point where you are able to keep them centered and maintain balance. Press down evenly through the palms and fingers to support the upper body, creating maximum space between the ears and shoulders. Send the breath into the body, into any points of resistance. Allow that resistance to soften with each breath and let your body receive the pose without force. Taking a nice deep breath, let's move into the second phase of pigeon pose by gently easing the torso downward as you breathe out. Find your edge in this phase, stopping at your forearms, resting your head on a support, or bringing it all the way down to the mat. Wherever you hold the pose, be sure that your hips remain centered and your shoulders stay horizontally level. As you lengthen your torso, feel that nice stretch in your thighs and hips. Continue breathing into any areas of resistance, taking advantage of this wonderful hip opening pose. With that next inhalation, begin to gently lift the torso and walk the hands back toward the shoulders to come back into phase 1 of pigeon pose.